What is going on, everyone? Today we're going to be talking about February 24th NBA slate. There is 11 games tomorrow night. Tonight, currently, there's only 3 games. Pretty boring. But first and foremost, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below, okay? Let's talk about the first game, which is the 76ers versus the Pacers. Now, Siakam is still doubtful. Zubac is not playing. Nembhard is doubtful. McConnell's questionable. And Nesmith is out. On the other hand, Joel Embiid is questionable. I think that the 76ers goes into the Pacers Stadium and win. Yeah, the 76ers are not doing the best right now. However, they have beaten the Pacers twice already at home, and I think they will have no problem beating them away because they are better offensively, defensively, and defensively, they give out 3 points less than the Pacers. I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but when you don't have players like Zubac playing, and when you don't have people like Siakam, Nembhard playing, that's going to play a factor because you have to remember that Tyrese Maxey is available, Oubre is available, and Embiid is questionable right now. So I am picking the Pacers to lose this game, and I'm going to take the 76ers to win. The next game is the Wizards and the Hawks. I'm going to easily pick the Hawks to win at home. Obviously, there's a spread there, 13.0, but I'm not comfortable picking that. That is something you decide. I will tell you, however, that the Wizards beat the Hawks back in November 25th, but that's a while ago. After that, December 6th, the Hawks blew them out at the Wizards' home, and now they're going to be at the Hawks' home without Alexandra Sarr playing for the Wizards. Champagnie is still questionable. Anthony Davis and Trae Young, obviously, they're still out. On the other hand, the Hawks are fully healthy, and if Gabe Vincent is available, Jonathan Kuminga is questionable still, but even without, Kuminga, I really think that the Hawks are the most athletic team. And I get it, it's not about athletic, it's about IQ, all of that. But when you have the most athletic team, everyone's available, and you don't have someone like Alexandra Sarr playing, I think that's a big factor. And also defensively, the Hawks are better, and offensively, the Hawks are better, and they're at home. I think the Hawks get a comfortable win at home. The next game is going to be the Mavericks versus the Nets. Now, the Nets will have everyone playing, I believe. Yes, they will. And Dallas will not have Cooper Flag playing. Now, the Mavs have beaten the Nets twice already, the last 2 times they face each other, but the Mavs were at home. Now, the Mavs are 1-9 their last 10. Their one win being yesterday against the Pacers, winning by 4 points, which is pretty impressive to me because I did have the Pacers to win, right? But the Nets are 3-7 their last 10. This is a very hard game. Honestly, it's a very difficult game, but I am going to pick the Mavs to win this game. The reason why is because even though Cooper Flag is not playing, even though they're struggling their last 10, they have players like Max Christie, PJ Washington, Klay Thompson, Chris Middleton, and if Daniel Gafford plays, currently he's questionable, I think they should definitely dominate in the paint. So I'm going to pick the Mavs to win at the Nets Stadium. The next game is going to be the Thunders and the Raptors. So the last time I went against the Thunders, against the Cavs, the Thunders destroyed the Cavs. But I don't think they can do that again. They had a lucky night. They were shooting 50% from the field goal and like 40% from 3 or something like that. Something around those crazy numbers. Now, Shea is not playing. Chet Holmgren is questionable. AJ Mitchell is out. Jalen Williams is still out. Caruso is questionable. On the other hand, the Raptors are going to have Barnes, Barrett, Quickly, and Ingram. I've always said this. I don't go against the Raptors when they have those people. On top of that, they'll be home. And the last time they faced each other, the Raptors won by 2 points already. Guys, I'm going to pick the Raptors to win this game. I am, even though the OKC team is dominant and they've proven to beat this big team like the Cavs without their starters. I just think beating a team like Raptors is out of their reach unless they, get a 40% field goal percent, like threes again. That's the only way I can see OKC being able to beat the Toronto Raptors. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. The next game is going to be the Knicks versus Cleveland. Now, I'm not a fan of the Knicks at all. I know I'm going to talk about this over and over again. The Knicks lost to the Pistons without Durant 2 games ago. Yeah, they beat the Bulls by 6 points. Pretty disappointing. And the Cavs, on the other hand, they did just beat to the OKC. But OKC are the reigning champions, okay? So their bench is obviously going to be good. Still, no excuse. Cavs should have won that game. I didn't expect OKC to have a crazy three-point percentage or field goal percentage. Now, I don't think Knicks beat the Cavs. I don't think so. I just think that game was a fluke game when the Cavs lost to OKC. They have James Harden, Jared Allen, Evan Mobley playing, Donovan Mitchell playing. I have the Cavs winning at home against the Knicks team. The Knicks already beat them twice this season, and I think it ends here. Cavs beat the Knicks at home. The next game is the Bulls and the Hornets. I'm going to easily pick the Hornets to win this team. Now, the Bulls will be without Simmons, and Jalen Smith is currently questionable. They will have Giddey, but on the other hand, Miles Bridges comes back, and everyone on the Hornets team is available. The Hornets are actually doing very well. The Bulls, on the other hand, are 1-9 last 10. The Hornets are 7-3. They've faced each other 3 times, and the Hornets have won twice, and the Bulls have won once. I really believe that the Hornets win this game very comfortably. Now, the reason why I say very comfortably is because the Hornets are giving up 7 points per game less to the opposing team, whereas the Bulls are giving up 120 points per game. Now, when we look at offensive, the Bulls are better by 1 point, but in this situation, since they're both offensively about the same, I think defense plays a big role. And the Hornets defense have been doing a phenomenal job. Their shooters are doing a phenomenal job. I have Hornets beating the Bulls at the Bulls Stadium. The next game is the Heats versus the Bucks. Now, I'm going to pick the Heats right away. I've been saying it, without Giannis, the Bucks team are nothing. Now, both of them, they're 6-4 their last 10. The last time they faced each other, Miami Heat won by only 1 point. But when we look at, defense, they're both the same. Again, 1 point differential. Bucks are better by 1 point. But I'm pretty sure all of this stats are with Giannis involved too. They don't have Giannis right now. Who's going to guard Bam Adebayo? Who's going to guard him? Who's going to guard Norman Powell? Who's going to guard Kel Ware? I just feel like the Heat has advantage with size in this game, and also shooters too. Now, let's see. Tyler Hero is playing this game. That's already 3 threats. They have Tyler Hero, they have Andrew Wiggins, they have Norman Powell. And the thing I like about Bam is he plays simple basketball. He's going to get underneath the paint, and he's just going to hit a layup, hit an easy 2. I think the Heat easily wins on the Bucks court. Sorry, stuttered there for a bit. The next game is the Warriors and the Pelicans. I think the Pelicans should win this game at home. No Steph Curry, no Jimmy Butler. They're both doing horrible their last 10, but I have to pick the Pelicans. Even though Golden State is favored right now, I'm picking the Pelicans. As long as Zion Williamson can get about 20 points, I think they should be able to do the job. This team without Draymond Green, well, currently it says Draymond Green is questionable, and Steph and Jimmy Butler are fully out. Al Horford is questionable. Melton is questionable. Porzingis is currently out, but he might play tomorrow if he feels better. I know he got sick, all of that. I think the Pelicans would dominate underneath the paint with Zion Williamson, But that's according to the players that are available right now. So according to this and according to the time I'm making this video, I'm picking Pelicans to win at home. The next game is Celtics versus Sun. No questions. I'm not even going to do any research. The Celtics are going to win this game, with or without Jaylen Brown's playing. I've been saying this over and over. This Celtics team is going to win the NBA Finals. They're too good. Now, do they have star players? Yeah, a few. But do they have overall, one-on-one, the best team? No. But this team is so consistent, defensively, offensively. Peyton Pritchard, Sam Hauser, Jaylen Brown, Derek White. Now, Vucevic, he's going to get comfortable. I really love the Celtics. And I'm not even a Celtics fan. I'm a Lakers fan. But I got to admit it, Celtics are that good. And on top of that, Suns will not have Devin Booker and Dillon Brooks. They're currently out at this time. I'm going to pick Celtics to have a comfortable, easy win at the Suns. The next game is Minnesota Timberwolves versus Blazers. Now, according to ESPN right now, Denny is going to be out, Sharpe is going to be out. On the other hand, Wolves are looking fully available. Besides Naz Reid, who's questionable, I'm going to pick the Wolves to win this game. The Wolves already beat them twice. They blew them out at home, and they beat them by 4 points the last time they played at the Blazers Stadium. Defensively, the Wolves are better. Defensively, the Wolves are better, and offensively, the Wolves are better as well. And with Anthony Edwards playing and Julius Randle playing, I don't think the Blazers will outscore the Wolves. I think Wolves get an easy win. The next game is my Lakers versus the Magic. Now, as you guys can tell, I'm a very realistic person, I said the Celtics would beat the Lakers. They did. I'm not going to pick the Lakers just because they're my team. But in this situation, I'm going to pick the Lakers to beat the Magic. I just don't see Magic as that team that can beat Lakers at their home field. Lakers are going to have everyone besides Jackson Hayes. And Magic is going to be missing Franz Wagner. Now, a team like Celtics, a team like OKC, and a team like Cleveland, I'd say they'd beat Lakers at Lakers' home field. But a team like Magic, no way. I don't think so. They have Luka, LeBron, and Austin Reeves at home. I just don't see Magic as one of those teams that can score a lot of points. Now, I could be wrong, because Magic are pretty good defensively. They're better than the Lakers, actually, right now, defensively. However, it's at the Lakers Stadium. I can't go against the Lakers. I'm picking Lakers to win at home, my team. Well, thank you guys for watching, and make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down what you think below. See you guys.